Hello, this is me, Lucas. Um, Back with another replay. This one was sent to me from Johnny G. As usual, I have not seen this game before. I think this is either a money match or we're playing in a tournament for money, I would assume, because it's Calvin on the other side. So we are on the play and running a deck with Merchant and Premature Burial. So immediately I start considering are we playing Goat Control? But there's also the Blade Knight. So I think this is just some teched out case turbo list. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, here we just set the merchant and you could set the book because if we go breaker, we book the breaker and then we summon our own breaker. Yeah, Johnny G agrees. There's the duo. Randomly discards the MST, and I would just let go of the Blade Knight. You could make a case for premature as well. Yeah, Johnny decides for premature. And there's the nobleman. So we're down a card here, but we do have the next draw step. And I usually view that as being up half a card. So basically the duo put us from being on the play to being on the draw, in my mind, is one way to think about it. And we did have a set. But yeah, this is just a great spot for the Blade Knight. And you could claim that this is why we keep the Blade Knight rather than the premature. But I would like to argue that keeping the premature means that we have access to the Blade Knight. Of course, that could be a bit awkward against Heavy Storm, Mystical Space Typhoon Breaker, but we do have the book, so I don't think that's ever a catastrophe. But yeah, it's a very marginal decision. We do not set the call, I believe. So this is a bit interesting, because why would we set something into our Blade Knight? It's not a flip, right? So you could make a case for Breaker here. That is a bit weak against Mirror Force and or Torrential. So what could that set be? I'm thinking like Tomato or Spy. And in that case, the breaker doesn't make that much sense. And what could the set card be? I mean, the set card could be just simply a Raigeki breaker or something. Yeah, I would go for the breaker here. If it's Torrential plus Sangan or Torrential plus Serpent, then that's a shame. Johnny disagrees, which makes sense. Yeah, once we are not summoning the breaker before attacking, then I think setting the Dekoichi is correct. Oh, and it was the Torrential. So yeah, turns out to be about the same. So here we just drop the breaker, right? And now I think we set the call because there's no heavy storm anymore. So I would flip the book here in a heartbeat. Yeah, I would just flip the breaker and attack. Set the judgment and pass. Sets the serpent. Yeah, I don't think I agree with that necessarily. I don't really see a reason to do so. But wow, is Johnny paid off here? Wow. Yeah, that's pretty sick. So maybe Johnny had a read that I didn't have. And we top like the ring. Isn't that like pretty good? So set the ring. Yeah. Oh, Jinso. I think we judgment this. Yeah, we have to. Okay, so Johnny is claiming that we can just stall with the serpent. No, with judgment. Yeah, I think that was required. Okay, now we stall with the serpent one because we can stop that. Yep. Chaos Sorcerer might be the perfect draw here. I really think our deck is pretty interesting. It's like some chaos good stuff thing. I mean, likely it is some version of Turbo, but that's not confirmed yet. That's a great top deck. So, decided to banish the Dekoichi rather than the Breaker, which would suggest maybe we're not running Night Assailant. And I'm not even convinced the Breaker is a much better target for call. It might be. Speak of which, do you call here to put them down to 3000? And then we have the ring. I think so, yeah. I think I call. Jonner disagrees. Discards the try, but that's a little bit scary. And we draw the nobleman. Yeah, that's pretty perfect. So we're just nobleman on attack, right? But alright, because now we can call it. Yeah, that's a nice game shot. Makes sense. So Calvin there was very intelligently playing around the ring by using the Typhoon before taking the damage. I think that was a really nice play from Calvin. They had the read that that card could definitely be ring, and they were correct. But Johnny did have the call. Interesting to see Johnny play both Colodonta and Premature Burial alongside Chaos Sorcerer and Blade Knight and Merchant. It's a weird mix of cards. And here we see the Saborg. So we're on the draw. Uh, Summon Sang and attack. Feels bad, man. Um, I'm not sure about setting the book. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess we protect the Sanga so that we can tribute summon Saborg. That makes sense. And we set the scapegoat just because we have two scapegoats and no metamorphosis, so using them in any way at all would be preferable just to make use of them somehow. I'm not sure about this setup, but I think I would just set the book. Yeah, now we book the Kaiku, this is great. Johnny doesn't agree. I would have booked the Kaiku. I think that looked clean. Grabs the Faith. I guess long term that's the strongest card. But you know, Serpent is good. Top check the meta. So now the scapegoats are looking better. So I guess at this point we just set ring, set faith. It doesn't set the ring. I would have set the ring. Flip goats, yeah. Wow. Why are they leaving the Magician of Faith? We're not scared of a Tsukiyomi? Interesting. So here, I think we could lead with Metamorphosis, because we don't really want to return the scapegoat with the Magician of Faith. However, that walks into Torrential. It could claim that Calvin is unlikely to have Torrential and doesn't really want to flip it, but I think they have to. Let's see what Johnny goes for. I think I would just cash in the Faith. Johnny agrees. So now we meta, and I think we tribute a goat. I think that was a mistake from Calvin not clearing the Faith, but I'm not sure what we're working with. So here, do we summon the Saborg? I mean, booking the Faith to get back to meta is so tempting, especially now that there's no ring. But I think we should go for the Saborg, most likely. Yep, I agree with this. And we could set the ring, but I'm not really sure what that protects us from, because we already have the book. Could set the ring, could also not. I don't know. Sets a goat. Are you not scared of the Pro Storm? I guess not. I think I wouldn't have used the Snatch. Maybe I would. I'm not sure. Because we have like so many goats, and they would have to somehow flip-flop the Saborg, or we would just gain a lot of life points from the Snatch steal. Yeah, I mean, this scapegoat isn't doing anything. I would prefer to have the ring set. Then again, in case of heavy storm, maybe wasting the goats is preferable. Preferable? So, mind control and chaos sorcerer seems like a solid start. Perhaps you should start with the premature to play on torrential. I don't know. I think I would just mind control the chaos sorcerer, set the ring and pass. Okay, this looks quite nice, to be honest. Very scary for Calvin to summon a second monster. I don't think they can afford to. Calvin disagrees. We're not scared to make reads. I think that's pretty cool. Or take risks. Maybe we're just figuring that Mirror Force is going to be hard to beat, so let's just pray Johnny doesn't have it. Which is a good call in this situation. So do we ring the Kaiku? Then we're left with double scapegoat. Feels bad. Um, I think not. I think we just flip a goat, save the ring for later. Okay. I think that's a close call. Set torrential pass. I like that Johnny shuffles their hand. Whoa, top deck Tsukiyomi is met by the top deck torrential. Nice. Best set fave. Mind controlled. Yikes. Yeah, but that's fine. So we should lead with the Kaiku here. Yeah. Um, do we snatch? I think that's viable. Yeah, I think we snatch and switch the fave. It could make a case for attacking with the fave here. I'm not sure. Johnny goes for the attack. That's a heavy storm. So yeah, okay, we're alive. So now we switch the fave, right? Yeah. This has to set the goats. Frankly, I don't really understand that. So you're playing around Tribe BLS? No, I don't understand. Yeah, now you get breakered. Feels so bad. This creature swap is very clean. And then we set the book behind it. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, we swing. Spy, okay. Now I think we can set the MST because there's no breaker and there's no heavy storm. So why not? Johnny agrees. MST, nice. Top deck. No. Um, I think we trigger the spy. Maybe not. Yeah, I think we don't. Do we have a nobleman left? We have two. So yeah, I think we don't trigger the spy. Try to wait for nobleman. Calvin doesn't want to wait around for a nobleman and flips the spy. Yeah, this is not looking too great. Do we set the serpent? I mean, maybe it gets mind controlled. And even if it was to get nobleman, that's not the end of the world because then our top deck flip monster might be good. So it would seem that John is playing some hybrid between goat control and chaos, which is cool. You don't often see Blade Knight coupled with Scapegoat because of the obvious anti-synergy. Unfortunate. Hmm. Alright, we don't want to pop the spy. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. I think we hold on to the Blade Knight. Yeah. So we're there to BLS here now, right? Yeah, BLS is exactly lethal, and we only have a bluff. But that's just the Chaos Sorcerer. And I don't think we can switch the Spy because we're at such a low life total. Maybe this source should also be in defense mode, just so that we don't lose to BLS plus nothing. Oh, okay. So is this a game shot? Yes, it is. So they don't know that this isn't Mirror Force, but Calvin has to read. Nice. So set Sangan, set Scapegoat, and we set the Scapegoat because we have the meta. The summon decides to summon Sangan to play our Nobleman, but I don't think I agree with that. Well, actually, I changed my mind. I think John is right here because of the Saborg. Yeah, because meta. So if I were to summon something and attack over a Sangan, we are very happy because that's a very clean Metamorphosis target. When I'm playing with Metamorphosis and Scapegoat, I want to make sure that I steal something with some sort of 80k so that I can use the Thousand Eyes to pressure my opponent, thus not creating a complete standstill, but a standstill in which I am actually making progress and they're not. So I like this. And obviously, if I just set something into the Sanga with Tribute Summon Suborgan, that's great. It does shoot us? Yeah, that's unfortunate. We're going to take the Suborg, I assume. Yep. So we have MST, Breaker, Meta, and a Tribe. I think we just swing with Sangan. Yeah. And now I would be tempted to play the Tribe, but maybe we wait until next turn. Tribe, discard MST. Not sure. Decides to pass. That's fine. Clears the Saga for us. But they know we have Tribe. So we're just gonna get Serpent. So I would assume this means that we're planning to book the Spy in response. No. So the obvious player is just summon Tribe, use the Tribe, and attack into the set. And that's going to be Cyberjar. And now my head is going to hurt because this is getting complicated. So, Caesar's Heavy Storm, Kaiku, Mirror Force, Meta, right? So their Kaiku is larger than our Blade Knight right now. Source Heavy Force Meta. So priority number one is we preferably don't want to discard the hand size, and preferably we don't want to get blown out by a Heavy Storm. We have already normal summoned, and we're holding 8 cards. So I think we set Ring and MST then, and allow Heavy Storm to be a kind of 2-for-1, but not really because we chain the Ring and the Scapegoat. So yeah, I think that's the line. Decides against setting the Typhoon. That's fair, but I just let them have the Heavy Storm, I think. Obviously, this is even cleaner, but yeah, I'm not convinced that this Typhoon is that much better than the Didi Warrior Lady. So they get our Serpent and our Dark. We know we have Mirror Force, and that's actually all we know. Maybe we should go for the Mind Control here. Or maybe we should lead with the Graceful. Yeah, I think we should just Mind Control their set. Oh yeah, Calvin knows we have the Mind Control, so then we shouldn't, right? Okay, that makes sense. So leads with the Typhoon because we're not going to use the Graceful and there's no chainable that's actually doing anything productive here. Goes for the Graceful regardless. Sure. We could just let go of both the Mind Controls, but I think we will keep one. Question is whether we use it on the set. I think not, because Calvin knows we has it. We have it. So once we discard one of the copies, they think we don't have it, but then we actually do have it. So discard a mind control plus, I don't know, Koichi keeps both the mind controls. So at this point, I think we're priced into mind controlling the set. Feels bad. At least now we have Chaos Sorcerer. So I think we go for that. Not sure. Yeah, it makes sense to start out with that. So now, what if we go Chaos Sorcerer, meta into Blade Knight, or Dark Blade, the Dragon Knight? We definitely summon Chaos Sorcerer. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's an improvement from Jonny. I like this better. Saving the Chaos Sorcerer. Set does shoot, flip the does shoot. Also sets the mind control. I don't quite understand this. In that case, why not set all three? Hmm. Double Thunder Dragon, Tsukiyomi, Magician of Faith, Decoichi, Mirror Force. So we're quite clogged. And they don't know we have a mind control. And their hand was double flip, Mirror Force, Tsukiyomi, along with the Thunder Dragons. Yeah, whether or not to mind controller is tricky. Seeing as we drew the Jinso, we're going to go for Meta Tribute Summon, which I think is fair. But I think it's fairly obvious that this is either the Koichi or Magician. I don't think Calvin would set the Tsukiyomi there, so I think we could cash in the mind control. But I like this as well. Oh, is this just a game shot? No, we don't have lights, right? Oh, we do. Oh yeah, because we discarded the Didi Warrior Lady. Oh, Johnny is a god. Wow, that's nice. Okay, so this is just game. Wow, okay, that was nice. Yeah, very nice game for Johnny. That was a masterclass. I really like their deck as well. This was really cool. Thank you for this one, Johnny. Impressive showing. I would hope we get to see at least one more match from you. That would be fun. Okay. Thank you to those who made it through, and I'll catch you next time.